Hi everybody. Today I just got back home from the tip challenge and I'm gonna give like an overview. Of course, like I had too much anxiety to like film and talk at the same time. I met so many new people and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't handle it. So I'm doing my kind of review of my mom just texted me. I'm kind of doing a review of the tip challenge right now and telling everything that went on. So Monday we went to get our health certificate. I made a video for that. And then between Monday and Friday, everything fell apart. Absolutely fell apart. I didn't even know if I should still take River and all kinds of things. But that's a topic for another time. We're not even going to talk about that. Today was too good of a day to even talk about that. So first thing, we packed everything up and we loaded and we went. I took a bunch of different show shirts because I didn't think my tip, Carly, which is Carly Willis, or maybe Porta, she just got married, Porta, put on the tip challenge. She provided light gray shirts that said tip on the side, Mustang tip challenge, something on the sleeves. And I didn't think mine would fit because after I bought a bunch of show shirts, I realized I was like way too big for the size that I told Carly. So I took a bunch of show shirts. I bought a cowboy hat for it. I borrowed some jeans off of my mom because all of mine I wear my jeans like way too tight and I shouldn't do it, but I do. And so I borrowed some off of her because she had really nice like dark wash ones. I wore those. And I bought a cowboy hat. I might have said that. But anyways, I packed up everything and we went. And so we were given a packet with our number, our hip number, which mine was 110, and it had your name. And I don't even know if the paperwork is still in here after the weekend. It is. It made it back. It found its way back into here. So we were given a schedule that looked like this. It's a 3-day event. So the first day was just evening stuff. It was check-in, tip trainer meeting, and then an open class of handling and conditioning. And then Saturday you had at 8:30 was an adult handling and conditioning class, and then so on. There was a few open classes in between, and then there was a trail class, and then there was an open trail class. And then of course today, which is Sunday the 31st, there was the freestyles, and then it says on here that they did jumpers and barrels, but they actually didn't because it rained, and so the footing wasn't as good for that. So then we also had all of our rules and stuff from Mustang Heritage. And then we were given our pattern. So this was the pattern for the handling and conditioning class. It's actually kind of made upside down from the way the arena was set up, and we actually had to change it a little bit because we had some issues with one horse had to be in panels and we couldn't do the catch and release in our handling and conditioning, which is where you turn your horse out into a round pen and then you have to go back and catch it. But we couldn't do that because the panels were being used by a horse that wouldn't stay in the stalls at the show. So anyways, then we had our trail class. The pattern looked like this. It got a little changed too, just because we ended up moving into a smaller covered arena. It was like 1/4 of the size of the big arena, but I was much happier in there because it was covered and it was not 100 degrees underneath that shelter compared to in the hot sun. So that was what was in here, along with, there was one other, along with our number. So we had our number. And so then I'll show you all the classes, and I'll kind of do like a voiceover of that. And then I'll come back on the end and tell you about awards and that stuff. So yeah. Okay guys, so this might look a little funny, but I had to speed it up because otherwise this video would be like 30 minutes to an hour long. So anyways, this is our open handling and conditioning class. So what we first did was we walked to the first cone in hand, and then we lunged both directions. And it was specifically stated that we needed to trot while we lunged them. Or they needed to trot, not we needed to trot. And then we walked to the purple barrel, picked up a brush, brushed them off. Obviously, you could get more points for ground tying. I just didn't because he had rolled earlier that day in the arena, and I was like, oh, no way. So then we had to trot to the last cone and back up 5 steps, and then it was picking up all 4 feet, and you could ground tie here as well and get probably more points. I just didn't because, you know, like I said, I didn't want him to roll again in the arena sand. So then we were supposed to load onto the trailer, and you can see we don't end up loading onto the trailer. River had never been around a small door, slant, or straight load trailer. He'd only ever been into a open stock trailer with the big door. So this was different for him, and it was really dark looking in there. But we gave it a try. He ended up stepping 1 foot in, and I rewarded him for that. I was really happy with him. Like, I didn't think he was going to get into the trailer anyways. Because we had never practiced in a trailer like that. I really thought in the competition that they were going to do a stock trailer. But anyways, I was still really happy with our class right there. And we weren't supposed to dress out. We didn't have to put on our show clothes for this class because the real judge wasn't there. This was Carly, which is the girl who put it on. She judged it. So that's why my hair's up in a bun. So this would be our our tip handling and conditioning class. We had to do the same exact pattern. So it was walk to the first cone, lunge, both directions at a trot, which I made sure that I turned him around in front of the judge each direction. I don't know if that got me extra points or not, but I made sure I did it just so he would see me. So, then you brushed off, and Carly told me to make sure I brushed his legs, his belly, his face, his ears, and his chest. Because, you know, anybody can touch the side of their horse, but can you do all those things? So, I made sure I did all those things. And then we had to deworm with applesauce in this class, which he was cool with. He had been dewormed twice before. And then it was walk to the next cone, trot to the last cone, and it was loaded on the trailer. Oh, no. It was actually back 5 steps, pick up all 4 feet, then load onto the trailer. He backed a little crooked, and then he moves around a bit while I'm picking up his feet here. But overall, I was really happy with this class. I was just happy I remembered the pattern for this class. He ended up not loading into the trailer again. I didn't think he would. He didn't load the day before, and we weren't allowed to come into the arena and practice either. So we ended up not getting that. But we ended up placing for this class second, and we placed second the day before for this open class too. So I got second for open handling and conditioning, and second for the tip handling and conditioning. This isn't me, but this is a gal that, if I remember her name, I think her name's like Bigail Hale. Her Mustang's name is Pippa. Anyways, she was doing a demonstration on Liberty work and tackless work. So I thought it was so awesome, and she was answering all kinds of people's questions and everything. So I just figured I'd add this little clip in to show her off. I did post her on my Instagram as well. And I talked to her here and there. I didn't really talk a lot to her. But she was super sweet, and her horse was really, really cute. Okay. Okay, so this is River and I's tip class. That was the trail pattern. So this was in the smaller arena, so we had to go over a bridge, which he did beautifully. And then we trotted over poles, and then we were supposed to do serpentines. But I completely missed the first cone. And then you were supposed to go to that cone, turn a 90-degree pivot, which we kind of screwed up. And then we walked and picked up the poncho, walked and hung up the poncho. And then you go over to the pole, and you step over the pole, and you were supposed to side pass halfway and then come back in the middle, like both directions. And then you would walk on to this pole I'm at right now, and there is a drag, which is a rope connected to a pole, and you just drag it to the next one and you hang it up. And then you were supposed to go over the tarp, which River said, oh heck no, we're not going over that. We gave it a couple good tries. I think I even tried to lunge him over it. Yeah, right there. He still didn't do it. It's fine. He doesn't like tarps. Whatever. Then this was supposed to be a backing chute, so you walked through it and then you backed around it, which he ends up stepping out of it, and I just side pass him back into it, and he was really good about that. And I'm sorry if this looks so ridiculous and sped up, but after that we were done and we just looked at the judge. Okay, so this is our open trail class, and he did way better with this. We went and changed shirts, and so I looked way better too. But anyways, we walked over the bridge again. We trotted over the things, and then we actually did the serpentine. I didn't run into the cone like last time, and we actually trotted all the way to the cone like we were supposed to. Our pivot still pretty much sucked, but he tried to side pass instead of turn. Picked up the poncho, and I really tried not to make any noise with it so he wouldn't be scared of it, because he doesn't like crinkly things. We walked over the pole, and we side passed both directions again. And I was really happy with that. His side passes have been perfect all weekend. We picked up the drag, and he could have cared less about the drag. He's never seen a drag before. Before this class, he had never seen a drag, and he was perfectly fine with it. And then here we have our tarp again. He is not a fan of this tarp. It tries to eat him every time, and he knows it. So then we go through the chute, and we have to back through the chute again. He did way better with the backing through the chute. We took our time. I made him stop and wait and be nice and patient with it. I think we do step out of it one time. Yeah, we do. Yep, right there. And then we just stop, look at the judge, and we're all done. So then this is my friend Laurel doing it, and she did a really good job. I'm not going to narrate it. I'll just let you watch after I speed it up. So Laurel is the gal that went with me to pick up River, so she's really emotionally invested in River as well. She's my best friend, and she's so supportive, and she helped me so much this weekend, and so big shout out to Laurel. She actually shows. I've never shown before until this show. So she was really helping me a lot, telling me like what a good idea of stuff to do and what isn't a good idea of stuff to do. And then also the reason that Laurel was able to show River was this was an open class. So she was able to show him, and then I let another friend of mine that is named Lauren, she got to show him too. And I really tried to get my husband Alan to do it, and he wouldn't do it for me. I was like, please just go show him. It will be good. He'll be good for you. And he wouldn't do it. So it's okay. But River was so good for both of them. Okay, so this is Lauren in the open trail class doing it with River. I'm not going to narrate it, but I just figured I'd tell you who it was with him. And I still don't know the placings on the open trail class. There was so many write-ins. The poor judge was writing down people's shirt colors and all kinds of stuff. And so they haven't got the scores out to people yet about that. So I don't know how we placed on that. I was picking with my friends. I was like, well, what if y'all plays better than me with my own horse? It was funny. But I just love watching him with other people because he's never had anyone else work with him And I know a lot of Mustangs can kind of have like stranger danger, which River doesn't. He's fine with anybody. But it just made my heart so happy to watch him with other people and see him doing so good. Okay, guys, so this was our last class with River of the weekend. This was this morning, which is Sunday, and this is our freestyle. I'm not going to speed it up, and I'm not going to narrate it. I'm just going to let it speak for itself. It has music, so just enjoy it. Okay, folks, so I've just finished all the voiceover for everything, and so now I'm gonna tell you how everything went. So we placed second in the open handling and conditioning. I'll show you my ribbon. Hold on, let me find them all. Okay, this is our ribbon for open handling and conditioning. Okay, so then we had our handling and conditioning class for the tip. I got second for that. And then we had our trail class, which was for tip, because and I got first for that. And okay, let me state, I placed half a point away from the girl who got first for the handling and conditioning class, for the tip handling and conditioning class, and I placed half a point less than I did in the open one, because I don't know, probably because he moved around and stuff. But anyways, I got first in the tip trail class, and then I got first in the freestyle class with River. And honestly, like, I knew I got first. When I got done with that freestyle, it was just, it was like a dream. Like, he did so amazing. He did not falter. He did not stumble. He did not spook. He didn't care. He did it, and he went in there and he won it for me. And I'm just, I don't know, I could just cry right now. I've like happy cried the whole drive home. I'm just so proud of my horse. And anyways, we won in the open, I'm sorry, I can't even talk. We run grand champion for the adult division. So this is River's big old rosette, I guess is what you call it. And I guess if you've already seen my Instagram and my Facebook, like, you'd know. But anyways, we won that, and we had like all kinds of prizes. I didn't even know that I would get a check if I won. I got a $900 check. It says youth right there, but they wrote the youth one on the adult one, and they wrote the adult one on the youth. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. I don't care. We got a quarter sheet that says tip challenge champion on it. We got a whole bag of goodies. It's got like a fly mask. Let me open it. I'll show you everything. I don't care. I'll show you. We got a fly mask in there. We got a tail bag in there. We got a sweat scraper, a tick removal thing, a purple lead rope, which I got a purple halter in my my check-in envelope, which is cool. We got a sweat scraper. We've got cookies, a hoof pick, electrolytes, yeah, all kinds of stuff in that little bag. I got a Dover saddle pad, which will look so cute on River when she's through under saddle. It's navy blue and light blue. It's not black. It looks it though. And then we got some royal blue polos. We got all kinds of blue stuff. We got fly spray. Let's see, what else did my boy win? Stirrup covers. These are super cute. They've got like that. And then I'm like 99% sure that this fly bonnet is navy blue. Let me open it to be 100% sure. It might be black. Just kidding. It is black, which I'm down for black. Black is fine. It's super thin. I really like how lightweight and thin it is. We got that. And then we've got a Smart Pack gift card for $15. And then got this little thing. We got these galloping boots, which should fit him. They are size full. I've never had any boots like this. I don't know. What else? You know what else? We got this. You want to know what this is? My very first Mustang, my very first real show, won me my very first belt buckle. I had to go ahead and put it on. I couldn't wait. I could just cry. And I've shared it before on my page, but I only even entered this because my Nana had just passed away, and I had seen it that weekend of her funeral, that they were doing this competition, and I was like, well, you know what, let's just throw myself into this so I don't spend like everyday crying over money. So I have something to focus on. I have something to have a dream about. My Nana picked me this horse. She sent me this horse. I got a special horse. And I've got all kinds of things to remember it by. But I've been so blessed by everyone that has supported me and everything else. I just can't believe that this has went by this fast. It's just like yesterday with just picking him up. Heck, it's just like yesterday. I was just filling out my application. I didn't think I'd be approved. I didn't think I was qualified. I don't think people think that they're qualified to get a Mustang. I didn't think I was. I didn't think I was ready for a Mustang. But I filled out the application just because I didn't want to think about my Nana. And I didn't want to cry every day. And I got approved. And then I was like, oh my god, we have to go pick up this horse. We have to drive 7 hours to this horse. And then the night that I got told which one was mine, I looked up his HMA and I see all kinds of Facebook posts about how awful these horses are. And I got River. And he came walking straight up to me at the holding facility. And he's just been the friendliest, sweetest boy. And I just know he was picked for me. My Nana sent him to me. And she sent me this beautiful buckle on my $900. I just couldn't be happier. So anyways, thank you for watching. I'm sorry you saw me cry on a YouTube video. I know it's crazy, but anyways, if you think you need something to take your time off of something like that, I would suggest getting a Mustang. Because it'll definitely keep you busy and it's rewarding. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.